Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Anaglam once again for Pokemon Fire Red version. This will be my third episode, and if you can't remember correctly, we just caught Jigglypuff just outside of Mount Moon at the last minute of last episode. So please watch this, and hopefully you'll like it. Let me know later on by rating, subscribing, and hope you enjoy the show. Alright, after going back to the Pokemon Center, I decided to go ahead and grab Pikachu. As much as I really don't want to use Pikachu, especially with the rock cave coming up, it's kind of become either use Pikachu or Ivysaur is going to stop listening really quick. I really can't afford for that to happen. But the nice thing is if you did pick Charmander or Squirtle, the second gym is weak against Pikachu because he's lightning and they're water. So if you decided to pick up a Pikachu where I showed you, then you'll have yourself a nice little Pokemon for her gym. I'm surprised he only leveled once there, but I guess that's what happens. Now this guy doesn't fight you here, but you can find Jigglypuff in here as well. And I don't think I need to heal, so I'm off to Mount Moon. Alright, now I'm going to try and show you every item in here, and first one is TM09 Bullet Seed, which can be okay for Pokemon to use. Ooh. I just don't think Pikachu's going to be able to take on Weedle solo. Now you may notice that I do have a Zubat and Geodude. I just caught those in here. There's also a Paris and Clefairy in here. Now earlier I said something about killing Kakuna because Kakuna can't use any abilities, so we're going to let Pikachu solo this. I am going to speed it up so you do not have to sit for the next 30 minutes watching this fight. There was actually some nice crits in there, so it wasn't actually a very long fight at all. I think it was 4 turns. And Pikachu almost gained 2 levels out of it. Now Pikachu is actually an overused Pokemon, so why I'm using I really don't know, because he's way overused and he's really actually underpowered. Raichu on the other hand is quite nice. But the problem is when you evolved a Raichu on Fire Red and Leaf Green, if I remember 100% correctly, he does not learn any more moves. Not unless you TM him or H him. And I thought that Thunder Shock was going to do a lot more than that. It looks like I better switch out Pikachu unless I want to lose him. trying to set up for that Sing, but it didn't look like it was going to happen. I missed with the poison powder, so now I've got 2 Pokemon that are asleep. So after this battle, I'm probably going to go ahead and go heal and drop off the 2 Pokemon that I caught at the box. Just because I don't like having to wake Pokemon up in a battle. Unless I've got Awakenings or I've got my Pokeflute, which I don't have either at the moment. Alright, now that I'm set up for the sleep, Tackle will probably take out Clefairy right now. Now you might wonder why I'm blowing through tackles and not using so many Vine Whips. I'm trying to save the Vine Whips for more so Rock-type Pokemon, because I know that this cave is long and I'd prefer not to walk out and heal a lot. Alright. On through this cave we go. Now this here actually leads to a dead end, but there's an item at the end of it, so let's go ahead and go get it. And there's also a rocket. Now if you're playing through as yellow, you'll actually run into Jesse and James in here. For you, those of you who might actually know who they are. He defense curls like he's going to actually survive a Vine Whip. Pikachu just learned Thunder Wave, which is a nice little utility move for paralyzing a Pokemon that's kind of hard to catch. But Pikachu also has the ability that when he's attacked, only on Fire Red and Leaf Green though, this does not work on Red, Blue, or Yellow, but when he's attacked by a physical attack, he has a chance of paralyzing the opponent. Just like that. What's the likelihood that that would happen right after I say it? Now because I know Rattata can hit pretty hard, I'm going to go ahead and heal. I am end up having to switch Pokemon because he's just hitting Pikachu way too hard. Now, for those of you guys that are beginners, if a Pokemon's paralyzed, burned, or frozen, you cannot poison them. You can't use multiple status changes at once. As OP as that would be. Same with Sleep. Sleep goes in there as a status change that you cannot do. Now down here you can find a star piece. I'm not for sure what it is on red and blue. It may be a moonstone, but I know it's not a star piece because that's a new thing. A star piece is sort of like a nugget. It's worth money and that's pretty much all it's worth. Now when you come down this way, if you don't watch it and you walk into that guy, you can have problems getting to that Pokeball. You have to walk around him. Magnemite versus Pikachu just doesn't sound like fun to me. I don't feel like fighting for 20 minutes. So we'll go ahead and pull out the Leech Seed to try and get Ivysaur a little bit of health here. Now, plant-type Pokemon do have, grass Pokemon do have an advantage against electricity. It's not really an advantage, but they're resistant to them. I mean, they're not like super effective against electric, but electric is just not very good against grass. Now, the anime says that it's because grass type can ground the electric type moves. Whether or not they implemented that in the game or not, I couldn't tell you. But Magnemite is also part steel in this version. Not in red, blue, or yellow, but he's part steel in fire red and leaf green. For anybody new to Pokemon, the reason for switching out to Pikachu in the beginning is because Pikachu will then gain some XP for being part of the fight against this Pokemon, whether or not he did any damage. And there we go, Pikachu's level 10. Ooh, Ivysaur's so close to 20, this is not gonna be good. I'm gonna make it through the rest of this cave without him evolving. Or not evolving, but leveling up. Alright, now right here is going to be a rare candy. These are extremely rare, and I would definitely use them on Pokemon that you really need to. I'm going to save mine for Abra, because just leveling an Abra that can only learn Teleport is not very fun. As much as Pikachu needs it right now, I'd just rather save it for Abra, because it'd be even worse leveling him. Also, a really cool thing with the rare candy is, if you absolutely have to, you can use it on the Pokemon to revive them, because when they level up, they will have minimal HP if they're fainted. Now we walk around this way, and there's a moonstone here. Oh, I'm sorry, it's an escape rope. The moonstone must be a little further north. Pretty sure that this guy doesn't fight you. Yep. He just tells you that he's excavating for fossils, which is a cool thing because there are actually fossils in here that you'll be able to choose from. There's a dome fossil and a hexal fossil. The dome is for... I always get this mixed up, but the dome fossil is going to be for Kabuto, and Hexile fossil is going to be for Onomite. As much as I don't really want to be using Pikachu against a grass type, it's just so hard for me to throw Ivysaur in there knowing he's only got one little bit of XP to go until he turns level 20 and starts disobeying. And he crit hits Pikachu, forcing me to throw Ivysaur out. Alright, I'm going to heal Pikachu. I'll be right back. On the way to heal Pikachu, I did run into a Clefairy, so I wanted to show you this one, because it's kind of a rarer Pokemon. Now with the new Gen 6 that's coming out, Clefairy should be considered a fairy Pokemon. Hopefully it will be. It would definitely be nice because I've never used Clefairy before, never really wanted to because normal types just are not that great. But then again, I'm a big dragon fan, so I'm also going to hate the new fairy type because they've set it up to be dragon's weakness now. And there we go, Clefairy was caught. I'll keep this one with me just so that when I get a Moonstone, I can evolve it, and I'll show you that. I also ran into Paris on the way to heal Pikachu, so I wanted to go ahead and show you this one here. Now, I'm not 100% for sure how I'm going to catch Paris. Yeah, because I didn't think he'd be leech seedable, but surprisingly, knock on wood, Ivysaur's still listening to me, so down to 5 Pokeballs. I also need to hit a Mart soon, because I'm out of potions too. Probably should have just used the escape rope to get out of here, but you know, I didn't want to blow it so early into the mountain, just in case I get further in and need it. Alright, and we're back. So we'll go ahead and run through here, and there's actually another ladder here. I believe this takes you to another rocket and another item. There's a thief here. It's a TM-46. And then Team Rocket. Now, Team Rocket's completely avoidable here if you want, but I like to get the extra XP, especially against Zubats, because Pikachu seems to be super effective. I can't remember why, but I know that Zubat's Psychic and Flying, or Poison and Flying, I think it is. But I don't think either one of those is... the Flying is actually weakness to electricity, so that's why. Now we'll see how he does against Ekans, shall we? I'm gonna go ahead and use the T-Wave. And look at that, perfect execution. Nice little crit there. There's actually a hidden item here. It's an ether. All you gotta do is walk up to the rock and talk to it with A. And then we're done here. We just go back up. And we go run into this kid here. I think you can avoid him if you go to the far right and follow the rocks, but I'm not 100% for sure on that. I'm gonna go ahead and Thunder Wave this one because the last one tail whipped me, which made my defenses go down, so he can actually possibly one-shot me with a quick attack right now. I didn't think a tackle would do it, but I guess it did. And because I just got back from the Pokemon Center, I'm not going to go back to heal just a Pikachu. I'm actually going to use the rare candy, so I'll show you how that works. If you go to your bag, go down to your rare candy, you use it on the Pikachu here who's dead, and he'll level up and gain a couple XP, or HP. Meaning that now I can just potion him. I don't actually have to deal with running back and then running back out here again. Alright, this has been Pokemon Fire Red, Episode 3. If you could please leave me a comment and let me know what you liked, what you hated. Rate it, subscribe if you're interested. I plan on trying to put out as many of these as possible today. Hopefully I can get 6 episodes out, but we'll see.